Well, good morning, everybody. Went outdoors. I'm back over for the 4th season of the Wisconsin turkey hunt. Oh man, it was a long time ago when we had the youth season already. It's been a month. But I'm on a rare occasion. I'm by myself, running over here quick before work for a couple hours. It is about 53 degrees, super calm. It's beautiful. It's gonna be almost 80 today. I haven't been over here in a while. My dad had a tag last week. He may or may have not gotten over here a little late on the first day, but he had turkeys in the field when he got here, and then he saw a bunch coming out. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do today. I don't think I'm gonna sit in the blind. I might go in the middle of the field and sit where they're coming out. I don't know if you saw Parker's tag and Peyton's tag. We had a ton of birds in the middle of the field every day. They just would come from the north, come from the south, and just kind of feed around in the cut soybean fields and strutting and strutting. Eventually some broke away and came to us, but I think I'm gonna go sit. There's some tall grass that borders this area where they always come out. And I think I can tuck in some tall grass there and sit right on the corner. And no matter where the birds come from, they usually come to that area. And I think I can conceal myself enough in that tall grass to maybe get a shot at one. But I'm gonna get in there. I got about a half hour before light. Starting to come up in the sky there. Birds are chirping. I haven't heard any gobbles yet, but looks like it's gonna be a good morning. We'll see. So I got 2 toms coming across the field. All of a sudden they never gobbled once, but they're strutting maybe 150 yards out. They're coming across quiet, but just keep walking, strutting, walking, strutting. No gobbles. I only heard about 5 gobbles all morning. Nothing close. But they might make their way over here. Now I got this doe in front of me. She don't know what to think of these decoys. But those toms are out there. And now about, I don't know, 6 or 7 hens joined them. And they're doing what they did a month ago. The group's getting bigger and bigger out in the middle there. They're chasing each other around. I think there might be some jakes in there. hopefully something comes out down this trail here. So that happened last time, and they kept filing out in this field and joined the group, or they'll work their way this way. But very quiet this morning, no gobbling, hardly at all. Well, again, there's birds everywhere. This big group out in front of me keeps disappearing, coming back, disappearing, coming back, chasing each other. I had a couple toms and a bunch of jakes broke off, and they came right through this grass. But they angled behind me and they disappeared. It had to be 20 minutes. I don't know. I thought they went in the woods, and all of a sudden he gobbled 15 yards right here. Him with about 5 jakes, 4 or 5. And they were angling in front of me, and I was gonna shoot right here, but there's a bush. I thought, well, they're just gonna come right out in front by the decoys, but at the same time, the big flock come over the hill coming this way, so I think they saw them, because then they beeline to them and were chasing each other. But now they all disappeared over the ridge. They're acting real crazy. Well, I snuck over there and laid in the grass for a little while, but could see them farther off going. I don't think they're coming back. Now it's pretty quiet. Plus I gotta go to work. Maybe I'll try it again tomorrow. I should have just pulled on that damn thing and shot him. He was right there. But I'm sure I could have swung and shot, but it would have been quick. There was a bush there. He was pretty alert already. He gobbled once, and then they kind of beelined out of there. I thought for sure they were just kind of make their way in front of me, but they just, I think once they saw those other birds on the hill, they took off after them. The frustrations of turkey hunting continues for me. It was a good day. I mean, saw birds, called them in. They just took the roundabout way around it, and the way the terrain is, I lost them, and they just popped out on the hill, literally right next to me. Silent. Deer everywhere. I don't know how many deer I saw today. 30? They're all over the place. Still a beautiful, quiet, calm day. Not much for gobbling. Just the one next to me, and maybe like 5 early on. Nothing close. So it's the 4th season. Things are getting a little stirred up compared to the first season or youth hunt. But the weather's looking good, so maybe I'll try it again tomorrow for an hour or 2 in the morning. Maybe I'll set up down on that corner. I was gonna set up in that grass, but it's kind of matted down right now. It's not too much cover, but maybe I could nestle in there in a little spot. They seem to always congregate right on that corner and come in and out of that grass. I think if I was sitting there, maybe have a better opportunity. I don't know. Till next time. Alright, it's still the 4th season. It is Monday, probably my last day to hunt for this season. I'm trying something different. I'm laying in this grass. I have a tom decoy right in front of me. I'm right in front of where they always come out every time we hunt over here and congregate right in this field. I have 2 hens out in front of me, decoys, and they're gobbling quite a bit. I just got set up. The deer are scattering out of the field, but I got some gobbling, and I think they're on the edge of the wood line in the field in front of me, just over this hill. So hopefully they'll do what they've been doing every time we hunt over here, is just make their way up over this hill. And then if they see these decoys here, hopefully they'll come join them. But it's a beautiful morning. It's only like 39 degrees, so it's a little chilly, but I got a nice mat here I'm laying on because the grass is wet. But I just called, they answered, so I'm pretty sure they're in the field. I just can't quite see them yet. So let's see what happens. All right, I'm starting to see some birds. They're way out there, working their way this way. There's a hen maybe 50 yards from me, not even, pecking around eating right here, and she don't see me, so I guess that's a good sign. I must be somewhat concealed. They're still gobbling far off. This is at least 2 birds, and I can't tell what they are, but they're slowly making their way this way. Well, that was pretty cool. That's the first Jake I ever shot in my life. But it's getting later in the year, limited on time. I noticed as the seasons goes on, a little less and less activity. They're still gobbling around, but off in the distance, far away. And these 3 Jakes were out there strutting around. At first I thought one was a tom when it was out in the field, but then I could see the tail fan wasn't complete. Well, they made their way all the way in here, and they checked out this hen that was out in front of me all morning. And then they made their way, think I shot him about 5 yards, maybe less. I'm laying here and it worked really well. I'm gonna do this again from now on. I'm just laying on the ground behind this tom and they walked right in. And they're from the side. I kept adjusting myself over here and they just stood there for 10 minutes. You know, debating, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna shoot him. Turkey's a turkey. Like I said, I've never shot a Jake before, but yeah, it was pretty cool. That should be a good video. It was really close. I'm gonna pack her up and go home, go back to work. Let's check this old Jake the snake out. Big old Jake. Yeah, that was right there. That's maybe 7 yards. What a beautiful morning though, man. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, they don't have much for beards. I can't even find his beard. There it is. Look at that. Look at that. That is an up and comer. Pretty cool. Maybe I could use that fan or a decoy or something. My first ever Jake. Let's pack her up. Definitely not as big a birds as Tom's. Little bitty spurs. But he's probably 15 pounds, I don't know. Maybe 20, I don't think he's 20. But I didn't ruin any meat. That was a pretty good shot, 7 yards. You know, dropped him pretty fast, hit him in the head, so that's one good thing. Shouldn't be many or any BBs in the breasts or thighs or whatever, which is good. Should be a nice young, tender, good eating bird. So there's plenty of these Jakes around. There's a lot of turkeys over here to begin with, but you don't want to shoot all those big toms. See if we can get some quality turkey management over here. Get some 30-pounders going. Well, here's old Mr. Jake, my first Jake ever. 2023 turkey season, zone, time season 4, I think it is. It's May 15th, I think right now. I had one more day for this zone, or this time. I have another tag actually for zone 2. This is zone 3. I do have, I think, another tag for the last season up north, but the boys do too. But so I decided to take them. It was too good an opportunity to pass up, I guess. When they come right in like that, I'm laying on the ground. I bought this mat this weekend at a yard sale. We're putting in boat docks. They had a yard sale, $2. I'm like, that'd be perfect for laying on the ground or kneeling or whatever, hunting. Use it today. It's probably 5-6 feet long. It was perfect because the grass is all wet. I had to lay there for about an hour before I shot him, and laid behind this turkey tom decoy. I don't have an actual fan, but it works fine. We've called a lot of birds in just using the fan that comes with it, but maybe I'll put the Jake fan on there or something. It looks a little more realistic. Birds were gobbling this morning. It's a beautiful, calm, sunny morning, cold. They're still gobbling, I can hear them, but it gets a little tough later in the year like this, so I decided just to take him. Like I said, it was too good an opportunity. These 3 came in, and I sat there and watched them at 7 yards, laying on the ground for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then I decided just to pull the trigger. But yeah, sometimes you gotta get a little creative, I guess. I mean, if I would sit up here in this turkey blind where Peyton shot his bird, they seem to always be down there, and that's where they like to stay, and that where there used to be soybeans, and they feed in there all day long, it seems like. And when I hunted last week on Wednesday, opening day for this time slot, I sat over there in the tree line and they stayed out there again. So I said, heck with it, I'm gonna go lay right in that tall grass, lay behind these. Is perfect. I was actually moving around quite a bit and they still came right in. They didn't know what I was. It was tall enough grass where it covered me. I'm hunkered behind his fan, and they came right over to me. It took a while. They were feeding around, and then they went over and investigated that hen that was feeding right next to me for a half hour. She never knew I was there. And then eventually they made their way over by us, by our decoys. So worked out great. I wish I had a little more land over here to do the more stalking, and but I think I'm gonna invest in a turkey fan, where I can just, it seems like that's what everybody's doing right now. It's a little more aggressive, but it looks like it's a blast. You know, you can walk right up to the toms. So I definitely will be trying that, especially up north or back home or some public land. But for now, I got one, so couldn't be happier. Worked out pretty good. That's it for Went Outdoors on this episode. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Time to breast out the old Jake. Yeah, take your load off there, Peyton. What did it weigh? 16?
16 and 1/4 of pounds.
16 and a quarter pounds. Like I said, I never shot a Jake.
4-inch beard.
But I was interested what they weigh. I figured it was like 15 to 20 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peyton yanked the beard out.
4-inch beard.
4-inch beard. Not my biggest bird ever.
No.
Huh?
Probably the smallest.
Probably, yeah. But he'll eat good.
Yeah.
Let's cut him up.
Nails quick.
There it is. Beautiful, tender Jake breasts. We gotta clean them up a little bit. Took the legs and the thighs. Peyton wanted to do a nice little fan. The 4-inch beard. That'd be nice. We could maybe use it for a decoy or put it on the wall. You can definitely see where it's immature male, right? And a turkey and a male, they're all the same size, you know. So we'll let him dry. Add him to the collection over there, the birds earlier. And organized. There you go. All done. Vacuum sealed.